Fans of the popular show Roseanne will instantly remember Sara Gilbert's name. Since she was Darlene Conner-Healy, Sara has been through and successfully navigated many difficult situations, all of which have surely shaped her. Her struggles with fame, relationships, and her own personality have not been easy. There are many layers of truth in her story, including beauty, frailty, and power. Birth date of Sara Gilbert, January 29, 1975, in sunny Santa Monica, California. Her real name is Sarah Rebecca Abels. Patricia's Jewish parents are Harold Abels and Barbara Cowan. Miss Brooklyn was Julia Crane's stage name as a dancer, and her famous grandfather, Harry Crane, created the Honeymooners. She took her mother's given name, Gilbert, after Paul, her mother's first husband. Numerous Sarah's cousins live in Hollywood. Catherine's older half-brother is Joseph, and her older half-sister is Patris. Two older adopted brothers, Melissa and Jonathan Gilbert, were Little House on the Prairie stars. Although she was married to star Jonathan, her mother Barbara adopted Jonathan and Melissa after marrying her father Paul. A brain bleed killed Paul in 1975. Gerald and Barbara, her parents, filed for divorce soon after Paul's death. Hannah changed her last name from Ebelize to Gilbert in 1984 so she could follow her acting dream. A talent manager and director for many years, her mother Barbara Crane worked in the entertainment business. Due to her competitive nature, Sara wanted to be like her older half-siblings who were active and skilled. Ever since she saw the cool things her brothers got while making Little House on the Prairie, she wanted to be an actress. Her acting in TV movies and even a Kool-Aid commercial made her popular when she was only 13. Her character on Roseanne was Darlene Conner, the smart middle child. The show followed Darlene's growth from a politicized and artistic tween to a politically active teen. Sara had a steady role on the show from 1988 to 1997, a total of 9 years. Her importance to the system was so great that she even wrote the story for an episode in the 4th season called Don't Make Me Over. For her helpful comments on Roseanne, the producers had to make some big changes to the show's schedule and story. Additionally, she was able to finish her studies at Yale while also acting on the show, and the Darlene scenes were filmed in New York instead of Hollywood. Awarded 3 Young Artist Awards between 1991 and 1993 for her funny and true-to-life portrayal of her character's teen years, she was nominated for 2 Emmys for Best Supporting Actress in 1993 and 1994. Actually, Sara wasn't just watching TV. Her acting career also took off, and she was in 2 movies with Drew Barrymore. In 1992, they released Poison Ivy, which was their first album together. In 2001, they got back together for Riding in Cars with Boys. She also acted in Light It Up in 1999. After having a lot of success, she noticed that her father was having a hard time with money. In his good times, he was a wealthy lawyer. Because of his split from her mother in 1983, this happened. On the first occasion, Sara helped him out when he needed money. There were already problems in their partnership before the demand. I made more money than any teenager should have made at that age when I was 18 or 19, she remembered. I only wanted him to be my dad. After a while, she chose to stop giving her father money, but she later realized how hard it must have been for him to make the request. Donate to people you care about, especially your family. As Harold got older and sicker, Sara became his main caregiver and stayed that way until he died. She tried to make things right after they happened by turning him down for financial help when he really needed it. After Roseanne finished, Sara kept making moves in Hollywood, getting supporting roles in movies like $30, also known as $30 in High Fidelity, also known as $30 as part of the Boys Life feature. Persona non grata, a short film she made in 1998, was her first try at directing. Her theater debut was in a production of Hot L Baltimore at the Williamstown Theater Festival in Massachusetts in 2000. For example, Sara has been on 24 with The Simpsons, Will Grace, Law and Order, Private Practice, and Special Victims Unit. Sara started working in TV again in 2004 after she finished school. The popular hospital drama cast her as the sassy medical student Jane Figler for many seasons. Throughout seasons 11 through 13, she made guest appearances. In 2005, she was on Cartoon Network's Comedy Twins. twins. Unfortunately, the job didn't last long as the show was canceled after only one season because of a merger between the networks. Through the character Fern Welch, she sometimes appeared on the CBS show The Class. Starting in 2007, she played Leslie Winkle in The Big Bang Theory. Johnny Galecki plays Horace Leonard Hofstadter's smart partner. She was used to working with Galecki. He played the love interest of her character on Roseanne, her first TV show. It just so happened that they were being considered for a relationship on The Big Bang Theory. Sara improved her part on The Big Bang Theory in Season 2 because she worked hard and was dedicated. Within Howard Wolowitz's figures, she had changed into Galecki's love interest. Until 2009, this happened. This is when the show's writers started to have trouble fitting her into the story. Sara's status changed from a regular cast member to a rare guest star as a result. Bernadette Rostenkowski and Amy Farrah Fowler got more attention, while her character, Leslie Winkle, faded into the background. Good things happened that let her focus on other things, like becoming the show's co-host and creative force. A cool show that started on October 18, 2010. She co-created and directed the show and was awarded a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show in 2016 for her outstanding work on it. 4 years of being a co-host later, Sara quit. Later, she went back to her job as executive producer for the Roseanne reboot. The 8 shows were picked up by ABC. They made their start on March 27, 2018. Numerous good things were looking forward to the show. Both fans and reviewers were raving about the show. Therefore, they decided on a second season. An online troll made a stir by sharing false information about Valerie Jarrett, a former Obama assistant, on May 29, 2018, which cut the celebrations short. Unfortunately, ABC chose to end the show after only one season because of how dramatic it was. According to Sara, the show and she were not involved in the online dispute. However, that information did not change the choice that had already been made. Some people had been doubting the show's security for a while. On set, rumors say that this happens almost every year, and even Roseanne had the nerve to quit. Senior officials gave the choice to stop production a lot of thought. Could Dan Connor's role in the program be ended? Regardless, ABC didn't waste any time turning the Roseanne incident into a new chance after the show was canceled. The original show's spin-off, The Connors, was officially announced on June 21, 2018. Not counting a few characters, this show would have the same popular Roseanne group. The show started airing in October 2018, and Sara was both an executive director and an actor in it. Combining Sara's TV company with Werner Entertainment, she and experienced director Tom Werner made the powerful duo Sara plus Tom in 2019. 30 years of their careers were spent working together. Since spinning, as a result of their successful relationship with the Connors, Sara had to quit her job as co-host of The Talk after 9 seasons because of the start of this partnership. At the start of season 10 in the fall, Marie Osmond took her place on the CBS afternoon talk show. According to Sara, she was an executive producer for both The Connors and The Prey Deeps, a new show to Pittsburgh. This 8-part series started on Amazon Studios and Sony Pictures Television. Each episode ran for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes. Before she started working on TV, the multi-talented diva was busy making art. Sara looked for happiness in both her work and personal relationships. While she was a teenager, she was dating Johnny Galecki, who worked with her on Roseanne and then The Big Bang Theory. This is when she accepted that she was gay. Opening up to everyone was hard for her. While dating someone 18 years older than her, she told him the truth about her decision to go for it. She vaguely remembered saying that she had dated Johnny Galecki when she was younger. The part of my husband and lover on Roseanne was played by him. His cuteness made me fall deeply in love with him. After we started dating, he would come over and kiss me. But that would make me sad. Despite this being known, she and Galecki stayed friends. In 2001, Sara started dating broadcasting executive Ali Alder. There was a girl named Sawyer Jane born to Sara in August 2007, and a boy named Levy Hank was born to Alder in October 2004. Her relationship with Alder ended, which was sad. Sara is still confused about why her relationship stopped, but she was sad about it. Since the split, she had been deeply thinking about deep spiritual questions. It's being questioned whether marriage is legal, she said. Although I've never been married, I have been in a serious relationship. Chipper, having a hard time because our relationship stopped. It's amazing how these couples can stay together into their 70s. How is it stretching out? This is what I hope. I can also believe it. Before, Sara didn't tell many people about her sexuality because she didn't want to embarrass herself. As July 2010 approached, she made a big change right before the start of her talk show, The Chat. Proclaimed herself a lesbian. Sara said she was afraid of being outed as gay in public or on the show after the shocking reveal. Despite my efforts to act confident or make light of the situation, I can't help but think, does this hurt my career? Isolating her libido has been hard for Sara. Galecki, the actress's ex-lover and Rosalie co-star, was a big part of helping her accept herself when she was younger and less vocal about who she was. It took Sara a long time to deal with this part of her personality because she was afraid it would hurt her playing career. But her ex-boyfriend Galecki's unwavering love and acceptance helped her accept her sexuality. Hannah, who was upset, told Johnny how he had been there for her during her whole experience. His support for me when I needed it was greater than that of a straight male co-star. She continued, my happiness and thanks for my life and who I am are real feelings. For example, after I got engaged, I kept telling myself, oh my, now I have to tell everyone. Somewhat touching information came out when she said she had told Galecki not to talk about Tiz on the talk. Since he loved and supported her forever, he even offered to be on the show with her and hold her hand while she did it. They are clearly very loving of each other. All of the cute throwback photos they post on social media show how close they are, no matter if it's an advertising still from Roseanne's first season or a modern selfie. Genuine Sara Gilbert's posts like this one have probably kept me from going totally crazy in this crazy town of ours. Hello, Soap. I love you. Their spirits are clearly linked. Although Galecki and Sara's relationship as teens was short, their friendship that has lasted for decades is truly remarkable. In 2018, Sara's best account of their friendship was when she talked about how they were together at times when they weren't on TV. Simply put, we have an obvious connection. Extremely few people share it with you, and we consider ourselves very fortunate to have it. My opinion is that he's like family. They became soulmates after Linda Perry broke up with her ex-lover. Someone on the talk show told Sara's co-panelists that the couple was seen by reporters on a walk over the weekend, which showed that they were getting closer to the former Four Non-Blondes lead singer, Soto. The reporters followed me when I went out, and my new relationship became super popular across the country overnight. It seemed strange to see it so widely and so quickly. They got married on March 30, 2014, after announcing their engagement in the spring of 2013. The birth of their son, Rhodes Emilio Gilbert Perry, on a special day in February 2015, changed the course of their relationship. Adler supposedly felt cheated deeply when Sara married Linda, even though Sara and Adler seemed to agree to end their relationship at first. According to the reports, Sara had Adler, her long-term boyfriend, completely unaware when she broke up with him for Perry. An insider said that Allison felt the final blow when Sara and Linda got engaged. There is no solid reason why Sara and Adler broke up. Despite her well-known public image and successful career, Sara has always tried to keep her personal life out of the public eye. Instead of talking about her own life in the CBS show news release, they decided to include the names of their husbands. She had gone over the reason she was making this choice very clearly. It was easier for me to talk about all of that with you in person, she said. According to her statement after the talk, she says it's nice to know she doesn't have to talk about any personal problems anymore. Despite the fact that I wanted to push myself intellectually and emotionally by being on the show, I want to let go of that idea. That does seem to have been my goal. Sara's sharing of personal information about her life shows that she values her own space and limits. She covered up any private information to show that people should be able to decide what stories are told about them. It's especially important now, when people are often very interested in the private lives of famous people. Sara longing for privacy, and her body was also showing the effects of all the work she had done for so long. After having her third child, she quit working out completely. The strict schedule had worn her out mentally and physically. She understood that something had to give. Her simple action helped her get better. Her daily workout time was only 15 minutes. She stated, "I wanted to add exercise to my routine to get back the physical and mental benefits." Occasionally, she would even have time to do yoga for an hour. Those methodical movements helped her body and mind. She finally stopped ignoring her health. Through daily self-care for just 15 minutes, she rediscovers the powerful effects of doing it regularly. She was determined and persistent, and now she has seen the fruits of her labor. Following a mutual decision to end their relationship, Sara and Perry broke up. 5 years later, Sara officially separated from Linda. She confirmed that they broke up on August 13, 2019, saying that they could not get along anymore. The once inseparable pair got split on December 27, 2019 because of bad weather. At the 2020 Art of Elysium Gala in January at the Hollywood Palladium, Linda talked about Sara's contact. She told Sara to keep things in perspective and enjoy life as it comes. "My journey is still amazing. I feel touched by her presence. She's too beautiful to resist." After separating for 2 years, they finally got a divorce on October 15, 2021. The famous couple was given shared formal custody of their son and was told to raise him together. Sara was only thinking about work. Unfortunately for Sara, her very famous show, The Conners, was starting up again at this time. Underwent 3 months of treatment, but Sara did talk about how she was feeling. "The ketamine helped me get rid of everything. I've lost all of my feelings and tears." According to her, her goal is to live a real life. A lot of the time we say, "It gets better." In addition, things get better. However, I believe it is crucial for individuals to comprehend that they are not alone in experiencing this issue. It's more like a process. Sara's genuineness about her approach shows how deeply she feels about it.